Hey Fragrance Family, I'm Daver.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another fragrance review. This time on Chergui by Serge Lutens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About time.
Very popular fragrance.
About time.
Alright, let's get straight to it. Date introduced is 2005. It's classified as an oriental spicy. Notes are tobacco leaf, honey, iris, sandalwood, amber, musk, incense, rose, and hay.
It's a nice note breakdown.
Yeah. Now, what did you get out of longevity out of this?
I get excellent longevity out of this fragrance.
Yeah.
12 hours. Probably not beast mode, but it's pretty freaking good though.
Yeah, I get great longevity. It hangs in there a long time.
It do.
And what about projection?
It's also pretty good on the projection. I would say excellent as well.
Yeah, I would say excellent verging on beast.
Whoa, it's got a foot in the beast mode territory.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Yeah.
I found.
Yeah.
I wore like 2 sprays or something one day, and it was pretty strong.
Yeah, you know, you'll smell it on yourself all day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a warm blanket.
Yeah, definitely.
Got that Eau de Beau status going.
Yeah, that's right. The turtleneck. Season, I would say this is best in fall and winter, and probably night is better, I think, with this. Purpose, I would say this is probably best formal. I don't know if I could see it any other time.
Interesting. I've only worn it casually, or well, to work, I should say, and felt like that was okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. Whatever.
Now, what does this remind you of?
You know, there's elements of it that remind me of different fragrances.
Yeah.
The main thing I get is powdery. To me, it smells a lot like baby powder in the beginning.
Okay.
Like actual Johnson's baby powder. White bottle, little holes on the top. No matter what you do, it puffs out whenever you pick it up. But there's also some other stuff in there. To me, there's like a boozy quality to it, and to me, there's also like something that kind of reminds me of like almond extract or maybe tonka, something sweet. I don't know what that is, but I get like a sweetness too. So there's all these different things going on. It's a very dark, rich, thick fragrance. You know, it's like, you know, you talk about wearing it at night, and I agree with that it fits night best. But it lasts so long that it's almost a shame to not put it on in the morning because it'll last you all day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You don't need much of it. I just think it's a really, really warm, comforting fragrance. To me, it kind of is in that same realm of, like I mentioned, Eau de Beau, that just I find comforting. Gucci Pour Homme too, that I just find comforting. Those sort of just, you smell them all day, and it's a great smell to me. Maybe a bit powdery, but I don't know. I can get past it because I like the other stuff going on too.
Yeah. One of the things this fragrance is known for is its use of Hay Absolute as a note. And I remember when I read that, because I remember reading it in, I want to say it was The Perfect Scent by Chandler Burr. I think he was talking about it there, but it may have been Luca Turin as well. The point is that that I read about it, and I remember thinking, oh wow, this is going to smell like hay. I smelled it. Didn't smell hay.
Nope. Doesn't smell like hay at all.
And hay is something that you can smell it's not like an uncommon scent.
Right.
Hay rides,
Yeah.
hay bales. You can go out of the city somewhat and find hay a lot of different places.
Yep.
Petting zoo. I mean, you've smelled hay before.
That's right.
And I did not smell hay in this at all. Maybe a tiny bit in the dry down, but didn't smell as much as I thought I was going to smell.
People keep saying that, and I've heard a lot of people say that in reviews. And I don't smell that at all.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's in the note breakdown and it's interesting. People talk about it, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't smell hay.
What I get a lot, I do get kind of a powdery fragrance. What I get is kind of a tobacco potpourri. If you were to imagine like the most manly potpourri that you would find in your grandmother's bathroom.
Okay. All right. Trying to put it together. Having trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't explain anything.
No.
But I do get a lot of tobacco. I can kind of smell the iris there. I think that's what gives it that powderiness. That honey kind of adds that sweetness in there, and there's other things in there that I can kind of get every once in a while. I think he did a really good job. Christopher Sheldrake, I believe, is the one who created this for Serge Lutens. He did a really good job of merging it into the scent instead of being able to kind of pick out one note or another.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that before. I really like it when a perfumer can do that.
Yeah.
And I like that aspect of this here, but I don't know if I really like this fragrance that much.
Yeah.
it is very balmy. I know a lot of people talk about how it's balmy.
Yes.
And it's almost wet. It's almost, I mean, it's very humid, almost wet. So it's like, it's really, really damp.
Yeah.
In the way that it comes across.
Damp.
I actually get a lot of florals in this too, which is kind of weird. And I think that's where that potpourri thing comes from. And I think that comes from the rose in there. It's not a rose fragrance, but you can kind of smell that in there, in the mix.
Yeah.
And as it dries, I can get kind of a little bit more of the sandalwood. But mostly what you get, it's very linear. So mostly what you get at the beginning, you're going to get at the end. I also get this weird suntan lotion vibe. It's strange. Like it doesn't smell like suntan lotion. It smells like I'm wearing suntan lotion underneath fragrance. So I kind of get a little bit of that. I'm not sure if anyone else gets that, but I kind of do.
Weird.
And I think it's interesting how this is compared a lot to Tobacco Vanille. And I don't think they compare very well together outside of just having a sweet tobacco note. They both stand on their own in different ways.
Yeah.
And they're both completely different.
Yeah, they are. There's nothing similar about that
Yeah.
to me. They're in the same family,
Yeah.
but so are 5,000 other fragrances.
Yeah, right.
So, no. Nah.
Bang for a buck, this is $150 for a 50 ml on Lucky Scent. Sometimes you can find it on the third party or the gray market a little bit. So maybe shop around, see if you can find a better deal.
Yeah. Pretty commonly, I think. I remember Fragrance Wires posting something about this one, I think, one time, around $80 or something like that. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I think it kind of comes and goes. Like it doesn't seem like it's always steady.
Yeah.
And it's always 50 mils. Like they only have one size of this, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
So.
The bottle comes with the atomizer screws off.
Yeah.
And so you can use it as a splash or as an atomizer. So if you are into decanting, these are always great because you can easily suck them out and put them in bottles.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good bang for the buck. This fragrance lasts a long time, good performance. You only need a couple sprays to get you through the day. So
yeah, definitely good value there.
Yeah.
Now what about compliments?
Yes, plenty.
Really?
I'm always so glad when I am able to say yes to that question. Because yes or no, I'm like, no, not really. Stephanie kind of liked it, but no one else said anything. Remember, I worked in an office where, say the same thing every time because that's all I got. But yes, I've gotten multiple compliments from this fragrance. I got several at church, and then every time I wear it, Stephanie remarks on how nice it is. She really likes it too. So a winner for us. Yeah.
Nice. My wife didn't like this.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see Tanya not liking it.
Yeah, I didn't really get much notices with this either.
Yeah.
Got the hiccups now.
All right.
Final rating.
I think it's a 4 out of 5. I think it's a really, really great fragrance. It's not perfect. Sometimes when I wear it, there's something that I'm like, when I first spray it, I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
After about 30 minutes, then I really am glad that I put it on. And it's like that almost every time for some weird reason. So for that, I got to take away a little bit. But I think that it performs well. I think it's fairly unique as far as scents go. If you like the scent, I think it's a great value. So 4 out of 5 from the Jägermeister. I'm
gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's a decent fragrance. It's not my thing. I think there's some, I don't know. I just don't really like that potpourri thing about it. But I think it's fine. Like I didn't think I smelled bad when I wore it or anything. So I do understand why a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
So I think it's done really well.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
So that's all we have. What do you think of Chergui? Let us know down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it, as he's doing the hand motions? Of course, if you haven't already, please like it, subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week with another fragrance review. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.